Weep Grana Weep Ninimong, and welcome back to my channel. And today we'll be checking out one ugly looking mother monkey, and then we'll look at a slightly nicer looking mother monkey. Much better, that one. Then the beautiful take on Arcee from XM Studios. And finally, have NEWAGE missed the mark on the Wheeljack? All this and much, much more coming up in the next few minutes.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
So if you're like me and over in the UK, then you can head over to Kapow at the moment. And Kapow are offering a 10% off. Go grab yourself some bots. One of the best Transformers YouTubers is Chris McFeely. If you love your history of Transformers or you want to know more about the basics of your favorite bots, this is definitely the YouTube channel for you. And he has just released the untold story of Transformers the movie. Go check it out. It's slightly longer than his usual videos. It's 46 minutes and 52 seconds, but it is epic. Go check it now. And then come back here and watch the rest of my video, or watch the rest of this and then go check. One or the other. LEK, the best cell shader in the business, is currently working on FansToys 55, better known to you and I as Blaster. Can't wait to see the end results with this one. The team over at Funbie Studios are currently creating the Exodus from Transformers Armada. So this is part of their mini classic ship collections that they've got, and they allow you to 3D print your favorite Transformers ship from all different types and all different generations of Transformers. Well worth checking out. Really cool stuff. Again, this is all 3D printed, so you're going to need a 3D printer if you want any of these epic ships. Very nice. Go Better have some upgrade kits coming just to fix some of the gaps mainly that we have in Hasbro figures, and some of them go all the way back now to this monkey that we got about 2 years ago now, I think, and it's the same with the version of Megatron that we have here as well. So if you need a few upgrades even for some older bots, Go Better have got you covered. Shockwave Labs, though, are looking at a much more recent bot. They are looking at the Studio Series 102 Rise of the Beasts Optimus Prime, and they're going to give you the ability to add some cool ass light up effects to it. So you're going to get a light up effect for his cannon and also for that matrix there as well. So all in all, pretty cool. Always love adding some light up effects to the figures. It's just a shame Hasbro don't do things like that from the jump really anymore. Remember Galvatron with his light up eyes back in the 80s? We just don't get that anymore. Yay. MPH Studio showed off its nice looking packaging for its Commander, aka Optimus Prime, that's coming. Really cool. Very nice looking artwork on the front. Looks like the kind of classic hand-drawn stuff, and then also the big see-through window, very similar to the packaging we got for Beachcomber. You can check a few videos for this one online, and I'd be really intrigued to know when people pick this up, what's the quality of these like. I've still not picked up any MPH myself, and this one, when they were fiddling with it, it did look a little loose, I'll just say. Now we move over to Mechanical Skull Studios, and I believe these images were first shown by Brian over on Weibo, and this is a product sample of an Armada Starscream. Now, as Armada figures go, this version of Starscream that they have here is actually one of my favorite things to come out of Armada. I really like this one. I think Hasbro did an amazing job recently with their take on an Armada Starscream, and it's just something we don't really see too often. So anyone who wants to release a few more versions of an Armada Starscream, I'm always more than happy to see those come through, and this one looks good. I haven't got anything by Mechanical Skull, so I can't actually say what the quality of their figures are like. So if you ever have picked up anything by this team, let me know down in the comments. Now we move over to Doctor Who Woo, Dr. Woo. Now, we saw their take on Inferno the other day in the last, I think, news report that I did, and I always said, oh, they always come as a twin pack, so who would they come with? And of course, it's Grapple. Now we check in with GYHTOYS because they have a version of Optimal Prime coming, which is pretty good considering this thing has 4 modes. 3 of them are pretty damn good. I love this. This is a bit of a break from the norm, I have to say. Because usually when we see this figure, we see the wheel kind of meeting in the middle. I'm here for this. I quite like the 4 wheels kind of version instead of kind of the 3-wheeler version. That's a pretty nice little change that they've made here. And then there's also like the main bot mode, which I do think looks pretty good and stands at 16 centimeters tall. But where it all goes horribly wrong is when we get to the monkey mode, because there's just something wrong here. There really is. I think, well, I don't know if maybe it's mistransformed. I mean, we have that in multiple pictures of things recently, especially from Hasbro and even from MPH Toys. But the arms seem too low. If I think about Perfect Effect version of this figure, which is the one that I own, you can move, the arms kind of move up a little bit. They rotate up when he's in monkey mode to kind of make sure that he's more kind of hunched over. This really lets it down. The flying ship mode is okay, it's passable, but yeah, the monkey mode really lets it down. And for me, I always keep mine in monkey mode with the cannons coming out, and this one, yeah, I definitely wouldn't keep that in the monkey mode. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. What's your favorite version of this? Newage have released more images of another version of Grimmlock. So apparently this is called the Newage Quarterly Reward, and it's right here. So to thank all of us for our continued support, what they want to do is bring us the Symphony Scan H44 Blue Dragon, better known to you and I as a translucent Grimmlock. Now this will be available, and there's only going to be 50 units, and there's a lottery for this. So similar to when they did the translucent Megatron, which was purple, and I would give my left nut to own that, this is going to be another one of those where there's a lottery. I'm okay with this one. Purple Megatron though, I still want that purple Megatron. Let's not forget that they have only just released Swoop as well, and now there's a couple of new versions of Swoop coming as well, because of course it's New Age and they release every single version under the sun. So this one is the green and blue version of Swoop here. Is this the Shattered Glass take on Swoop? Somebody let me know down in the comments, because I have to say I am a little bit confused by the colorway on this one, but all in all looks great. I like the version of Swoop that they've done here. I think it's one of the better versions of Swoop on any scale, and it has that translucent heat. Is it the Diaclone take? I'm not sure. But then we also get Red Swoop as well, the classic looking Red Swoop, and again has that kind of see-through heat as well on the Pterosaur or Pterodactyl, whatever he is, and that looks pretty damn cool as well, and kind of like a brushed steel effect that's happening on the wings. I think out of all of the versions I've seen of Swoop so far, this is probably my favorite version of Swoop, and probably one of the ones that I will pick up. I say one of the ones because New Age always have me, and I end up picking up more than one figure from any kind of line that I end up investing in. One that I'm not sure I'm going to be investing in though is this. I was super excited when I saw that they were going to be doing what they are calling Hammond. Yes, the creator of the Dinobots, reference to Jurassic Park, but of course this was Wheeljack. Now, for me, this Wheeljack looks a bit wrong, especially when you look at the back here. It looks a little bit unfinished, but there's something about the chest I think he's just too squared off. He's too big. The alt mode does look good. Very nice looking alt mode, but that chest just looks a little bit too big. I love I absolutely love and adore Newage. They are my favorite company, but I think this one is a little bit of a miss, but it does come with that arm for the builder figure. So that's quite good, but am I going to pick up this version of Wheeljack? I don't know. I really don't know. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. I'm a little disappointed, in all honesty. So the team over at Bloxs Group are collaborating with Transformers to look at their Rise of the Beasts line. And one of the first figures they're doing is the awesome looking Optimus Primal here. I still say this is one of the best looking Optimus Primals ever. Did I like the movie? No, not so much. But is this an awesome representation of Optimus Primal? Yep, sitting on the back of Prime here, which is also super, super cool. So I don't know if it's going to come with these funky looking stands as well with the effect pieces, but if they do, that's also a really, really great addition. Love the kind of green that's going on the inside. Now, as far as I know, they don't transform, but they are doing both versions of Primal. Where it gets a little odd, though, is when you look at their version of Prime. So their version of Prime that they have here is almost mini and super deformed. It's the same, but this one looks a little bit more in scale, the Optimus Primal. But yeah, the Optimus Prime just looks a little bit like it's almost super deformed, so that's odd. Primal here does come with some knives, and obviously they are like super posable. Again, they show him on this stand, but then also show him on a different stand later on, so I don't know what stands are coming with him. But again, he has that super cool greenness inside as well. And then moving back to Optimus Prime, again, slightly super deformed version, light up eyes, light up matrix. The back looks like it has some really great detailing on it as well, but again, these things do not transform, so they can have some pretty good detailing. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on how Prime has ended up looking here. Does he look kind of just off and almost like it's like a teenage Prime? Like a teenage Prime. Like, he does come with a cannon as well, and I think said cannon is also pretty nice looking. So these are all obviously going to come through with a few different accessories as well, which is always nice to have on anything that you buy. The best looking one, especially with that awesome looking stand though, is definitely Scourge. So Scourge, again, as you can see, coming with some light up effects and multiple weapons as well as like blades to go on the arm, and that kind of extended hand as well that looks pretty damn cool as well. Figures all look super posable, but again, I don't really know anything about Bloxs Group. I've never really heard of them before or seen anything by them. So yeah. The most important question here though is, does it come with that stand? Because that stand, with those little flame effects that come off it, plus the light up effects, yeah, Scourge looking pretty damn cool there. YoloPark are still commemorating the 2 seconds that we see the bot modes from all of the beasts within Rise of the Beasts. So now they've moved on to Rhinox. So that 2 seconds, maybe even 1 second that we saw Rhinox in his bot mode are commemorated here in all its glory, including that kind of Roman centurion helmet looking thing. I don't remember his head being that silver, but to be fair, I don't remember seeing much of him in his bot mode in the whole movie. He comes with that massive warhammer as well. Again, I'm not sure how much we saw that being used within the movie, but yeah, if you want to commemorate it and you think this looks good, why not pick it up? Cell Studio also showed off their Unicron and their Primus next to each other. I still think Unicron looks the best, but yeah, it's nice to see them together. Super7 are getting ready to release another Transformers abomination. This one, obviously, being Optimus Prime. So one shall stand, one shall fall, arriving this week at Comic-Con. Is going to be an Optimus Prime with, wait for it, this is a new level for them. It has 7 points of articulation. Count them up, people, count them up. This is evolution, this is progress. Well done, Super7. Super7, 7 points of articulation. Okay. The team over at XM Studios showed off some more images of their amazing looking RC. I said this before about the Prowl that they showed off, but why, oh why can we not get live action figures or characters that look like this? XM Studios should definitely be put in charge of character creation for the next movie. So they showed off a few images. They also showed off the alt mode that it comes with, because unfortunately, people, these are statues, but they do come with a little mini alt mode that you can put right next to it. So that's cool, and also different weapons and different stuff that you can put on them. But yeah, what a fantastic looking RC. Oh, God. Just what could happen with the right people and the right budget. Yeah. So that is everything from me on this Transformers Tuesday. I'm going off on my travels yet again, and I will be back on Friday, so there will be no Transformers news or anything from me until probably Saturday now, or maybe even Sunday, depending on what happens between now and then. But where you can find me, you can find me in my shorts, where I am playing Transformers Devastation, and also sharing a few things that I find on my adventures as I travel around doing my real job, which is unfortunately not this. And if you're new around here, please think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Alright team, in a bit. Bye!